Welcome back to Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming in the studio some first-timers to the program. However, their staple here in the city of Houston spans 50 years. He is the CEO of Burns BBQ. My man Cory Crawford is in the building. Good morning, man.
Good morning. Good morning. Right.
And the co-owners of Burns BBQ, Mr. Steve Burns. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
And Mr. Gary Burns.
Good morning.
Fellas, welcome to the show. Glad that you all are here. We get a lot of people that move to Houston. They may not even know y'all exist because they so new to the city. So tell us about Burns BBQ and the history that you all have here in the city and especially Acres Homes.
Okay, catching.
The Burns BBQ was started by my father, late Mr. Roy Burns Sr. He started back in 1973. Cooking and when he started, we was very young. We was still in school. Old man was trying to take care of the family and support everybody. He'll retire from General Electric, come home, cook barbecue in the backyard, probably have 15 pits in the backyard.
15?
15 pits, barrels going everywhere, briskets, meat all in the house, trying to get it ready so he can hit the corners on Friday nights, Saturday mornings. We were back there helping him, the best way we could. We were still young, ripping and running, and trying to help him. He was trying to put it together, support his family. And throughout the years, Burns just kept growing. Never thought it was going to be taking off like this, but then, it's miracles happen, and it happened. And we've been in business ever since. The business has been good and great.
So growing up, and y'all getting, stuck with certain jobs, and he teaching y'all certain things, was it something that y'all were genuinely interested in, and you was like, come on, Daddy, like, I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to go play ball. Like, what was it like growing up?
Well, that's basically exactly what happened on that part right there, because when he was trying to make a living for his kids and stuff like that, which he did, we did have that thought doing the same thing. He basically saying that, he say help him. We're going to help him for about an hour or two, and then we got to go do go play sports or ball or get ready to go out somewhere with our friends and have a good time. But at the end of the day, we still, was there to help him, because we know on Fridays he had some change coming in our pocket, to bring some money to us and stuff like that. So we helped him out, and then eventually it just, continued. The more help we was able to give him, the more he was able to be, make his business more bigger than what it is as far as moving on and decided to be where we're at today with the barbecue place.
Yeah, no doubt. And Cory, how'd you get involved? I mean, you the CEO, you the chief executive officer of this thing next to the co-owners. Talk about your affiliation with Burns.
Well, I'm the grandson, so that's my dad, Steve Burns, and then Uncle Gary to the left of me right here. And I'm supposed to be a smart one, went to college and everything, and came in, and I try to take it to another level. We family owned, have a lot of interest in the company. We've been in business 46 years, and we just want to see it grow to new heights. Not just a restaurant. We want to make Burns BBQ a brand now.
Oh well, it's definitely a brand, definitely a staple here in Houston. The country is getting known, is getting the word about Burns BBQ. I see that you all were featured on CNN as one of the best barbecue restaurants in the South.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what did that feel like?
It was an honor to to be featured on CNN, for the people to be able to recognize when my dad was doing cooking the barbecue and still, up and was living and have the business running. A lot of people acknowledge him and would come far away to taste the barbecue. It was well known. He didn't do a lot of advertisement. Most of his advertisement got did by word of mouth, like we do right today. And the barbecue just was good. And then CNN came along with, I think that was Anthony Bourdain when he first come in the early 2000, and Anthony tasted barbecue, loved it and everything. And, we've been successful with it ever since. The
ever since, we've been doing, we was taught only one way to cook it, the best way to cook it is protect, make sure that your product is good. And we smoke with a post oak wood. We very seldom mix our wood with anything else. We still use, big cylinder pits. We have some real, huge pits that we use. And our goal is to make sure that our customers are happy. To any good brand that you're going to have, you're going to make sure your customers going to stay happy. So we listen to our customers. We get feedback. Common criticism is good. It only makes you better. It don't break you down. So, we go with whatever the city, if somebody come to us and say, hey, this need to be test out, then we're going to say, well, what happened? We're going to reach out to you. We're going to find out what happened, try to make your experience better the next time when you get there and find out what happened. So, and like I say, once again, it's just been a blessing, to be able to cook for the city of Houston. We cook for half the city of Houston. If you're eating barbecue, you might be
eating from Burns. Yeah. You're listening to Access Houston, talking to the co-owners of Burns BBQ, Steve and Gary Burns, along with Cory Crawford, the CEO. You said two things that I want to get back. Your thoughts are y'all were interviewed by the great Anthony Bourdain, who, unfortunately committed suicide a while ago. When y'all got that news, what was that like? I know you was probably like, oh man, that's the guy that came down here.
Yeah, it was shocking, just to know that a great legend guy like that had passed away, and then we sort of caught the news the next day or next morning that I was aware of, and due to the fact all news stations brought it to our attention because we was the first place to me that they came to Burns BBQ to do the interview with, among
so y'all were one of the first.
Yeah,
wow.
They brought the news attention to because they was there that next early that morning really do interviews with us and stuff like that. So that was an honor right there too.
Yeah.
And then among that too, that it was honored me more when I had the war out, when people had the army. I mean, they was over in Kuwait fighting, and then my dad had passed. And then people came back after the war was over. They came back and said, we heard your daddy died way in another country, don't exist, don't connect to this state at all, to this world.
That's amazing. That's
sort of what made me, feel like, from that point, that means something. That means, right. This business needs to continue to grow. Then let it go, because if people know from another country where a war was going on that we never have gone to. And I thought that was
that's big.
Meant a whole lot to me and everything.
Thank you for that. The other one is, you mentioned post oak wood that y'all make. Like that's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a brand of oak wood that my father always have liked to use. There was one that he's best sold on, and that's all. He told us, we gonna use this post oak. Every now and then we use some, mix a little different, but we know how to mix it. But
I didn't know it was a real wood.
Yeah,
I just thought post oak was a name.
You have different types.
Street name in Houston,
yeah. You have different type of oaks, oak wood, but he preferred post oak.
Wow, amazing! So you guys are definitely doing it big, and you're giving back to the community. So each year, you guys give 10 students scholarships to help further their education. Let's talk about the importance as to why you threw in the educational aspect of it.
Well, at Burns, we family owned and family oriented, so we give back in certain ways. The scholarships is just one of the things that we know we big for the future in education. So we wanted to give back each year. We want to give back scholarships to the youth, and we just know that's that's just the future that we like to give back for. Anything we can do for the kids, that's what we try to do.
And how can the kids apply for these scholarships? What they need to do?
We have the scholarships. What was the website for that? Burns Original BBQ.com. Go to Burns Original BBQ. We have a link where you can sign up for our high school students can sign up for seniors. Our high school seniors can sign up for scholarship, $1,000 scholarship. Starting in April. So 10 of them will win $1,000 each.
All right, so I'm going to need y'all to come back around time when the application starts so we can remind the community. Also want to say congratulations. Y'all just launched a 10-pound stuffed baked potato. What does that even look like, yo? Now I seen the world's largest potato at the Children's Fest this past summer. Y'all got a 10-pound stuffed baked potato. Whose idea was that?
Well, it was one of my ideas, and you know, when you travel in Texas, a lot of people like stuff big and oversized.
Right.
So we wanted to come up with a menu item that was like really out the way. So what we did was we came up with our baked potato is one of the most popular items that we have on the menu, and we just want the triple the size of it. So we came up with a huge baked potato, something that can be it actually feeds 15 people.
Wow.
And you can use it for football games, the catering, and all this stuff like that. So
that's dope.
It's actually 3 baked potatoes, the cheese, chives, sour cream, and a pound of meat, a pound of chopped beef, a pound of ribs, and a pound of links, and then our famous barbecue sauce that goes over it. So it come out to a total of 10 pounds, and it feeds up to 15 people, so it's shareable.
Wow. I can't wait to try that. It sounds amazing. Yes. And the sauce, too much sauce. The world famous Burns barbecue, the original Burns barbecue sauce. Where can folks cop that?
Well, now we have it. We have sauce at the restaurant. We also have sauce in Kroger stores now.
Y'all are in Kroger.
Yes,
that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
and total 20 Kroger stores right now.
So, oh man, you got to be so
you
proud.
You can get it on the website BurnsOriginalBBQ.com.
No doubt. And so tell us about the catering company that you all started. Y'all having a launch party on the 24th, yeah?
Yes, we're having a catering. We reaching out to more. Most of our catering over the years just been people calling up to our store, but now we finna try to physically target some of those companies, those big companies. So we're gonna have a lunch party at 8 Wonder, October the 24th from 5 to 8 p.m. and we're inviting all the big companies out. We're going to be giving away free barbecue for them to sample. Come try it out. We'll have our demos out, show them everything that we do for catering, Christmas parties, Thanksgiving, birthdays, everything. We're just going to show them the whole 9, so we can try to tap into the catering market now for them guys.
No doubt, as y'all should. As y'all should. It's staple in Houston, especially in Acres Homes, man. I appreciate y'all coming on. Where can they get all the info again on the sauces, on the scholarships, on the invite to the launch of the catering company? Where they need to go?
Everything is on BurnsOriginalBBQ.com. We have the link for everything you need to know, everything that was in this interview. Check us out at BurnsOriginalBBQ.com. And check us out.
Cory, Gary, Steve, man, I appreciate y'all coming on. I appreciate y'all feeding us, because ain't nothing like that Burns Original BBQ. So I appreciate y'all coming on, and hope y'all come back on in the spring when it's time to get those scholarship applications. Word?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks. So I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. You know, I stay surrounded by black girl magic. I mean, this is like the 4th week in a row where my show has been nothing but amazing women. And as we get ready for Houston African Fashion Week, which is happening October 21st through the 27th, I have some folks who are involved in this very exciting and adventurous week. She is the social media coordinator for African Fashion Week Houston, the lovely Cameron King.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Oh, well, thank you for being here, darling. She is the model coordinator for African Fashion Week. The lovely Whitney Simmons, a.k.a. Whit, is in the building. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
And she is part of the glam squad for African Fashion Week. She's one of the hairstylists. Ladies and gentlemen, Elisa Williams.
Yes, the amazing glam squad.
How y'all doing?
We're doing great.
Doing great.
You know, Houston is the hot ticket. We are the hot girl of the year. Okay, yes. I'm not gonna even say the flavor of the month or the week, like, because the secret is out.
Hot girl year round.
Yeah, hot girl year round.
Not just
I like
year.
that.
Not
Come
just
on.
this year.
Yes, hot girl year round.
Year round. And so, having said that, we get all these folks that's moving here. and a lot of folks from different countries in Africa. Especially there's Nigeria. I've met a lot of Ethiopians, some Liberians.
Ghana.
We actually have a huge Cameroonian population too.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to get into all of that. And learn the different cultures of the different countries in Africa. But tell us about African Fashion Week. And here we have, it looks like some models and folks is walking in here. So tell us about African Fashion Week and how and why it was started. Anyone?
So T Styles will definitely be able to answer because she's been around forever. She's a veteran. But as far as African Fashion Week goes, generally speaking, it's a week-long event of a lot of different things going on where you can experience and get immersed in African culture, African art, African style. There's going to be a number of fashion shows this year, actually the most fashion shows in the week this year. There's also going to be socials. There's going to be marketplaces where you can buy African garb. So there's a little bit of everything for everybody.
Yes, indeed. So go ahead and give us the history. Give us your name and your title.
Okay, so I'm T Styles, and I've been with African Fashion Week for 5 years now. Since the beginning, pretty much.
It's been 6 years.
6 years.
It's
I
been
took
6
1 year
years.
off. So since the beginning.
Pull that mic up.
So African Fashion Week is pretty much, you get to get a taste of the African culture. And if you don't know too much about it, this is definitely somewhere to come and get it.
So if you could get into the head of the folks who started this, why do you think they wanted to do an African Fashion Week here in Houston?
That is a good question. So,
Well, I believe that, and Kim is great. He's a visual. He's a creative.
Boss man.
He is definitely a boss. And he wanted to bring, first and foremost, the culture, introduce Houston to how Africa does everything from fashion to the marketplaces to
the diversity.
Definitely the diversity, but also food. I mean, everything Africa you will be able to find during the week here. African dance on the first day of African Fashion Week, October 21st, is going to be, what type of dance is it?
Afrobeats.
Afrobeats, and I mean every part of African culture you can learn. So many of us want to get into the culture. We don't necessarily know our roots. And if you want to learn a little bit more or a lot more,
is a great
African Fashion Week is a place to learn.
So that kind of that Pan-Africanism that's coming over,
Absolutely.
Connecting Black Americans with Africans.
Exactly.
So we can,
And what's more than
really
that
come
is
together.
honestly, we hear about Fashion Week all over the world, New York, Milan, all of these places. So one, we want to showcase all the talent that we have here in Houston, right? And then to also make a space for ourselves as far as people of color in that industry. So we don't have to move to LA. We don't have to move here and there, but we can start something here in Houston. And number two, we don't have to ask for a seat at the table. We created our own table.
Your own.
So we get to call the shots. We get to put forth what it is that we want to see in the community as well.
I love that. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to the cast of African Fashion Week, which is happening October 21st through the 27th. 7 whole days.
Yes.
7 whole
days.
I know, right?
It's not long enough.
Word to Tony Braxton. So what can people expect? I know every day there's something different. Like the Monday, there's like a mixer kind of networking joint. On the Tuesday, you can go to some of the different spots and check out the art and the culture. And then, you've got the shows throughout the week. And then the big show on that Sunday. So walk us through the week.
So starting on Monday, as she already mentioned, we do have that dance workshop. Tuesday is going to be something for the fellas. So this is going to be kind of unique to Fashion Week in general because I don't think we really had something in the previous years that centered around men's fashion. And so it's going to be like a gentleman's cigar, cognac type of event. The fellas get to get, a little spiffy.
Yeah.
We get to, pick out a couple new Man Crush Mondays, Wednesday is going to be a Coming to America event. So I believe that's actually a fashion fashion show as well, taking place at the Social Graces Social Club. So we got cocktail hour, and then you hang out for a little bit, network, mix and mingle, and then we've got a fashion show going on as well. Thursday is going to be our wine, art, and culture event. So that's more of a socializing atmosphere as well, where people get to check out, you get to sip some wine. Yes, spoken word, people selling their art around. So this is where you get to really see the artistic environment as far as different aspects of it. So of course you're thinking about there's wearable fashion, but then there's also art pieces that you can hang up in your living room and things of that nature. On Fridays when we have our 4-season show, and then we also have our annual silent party. Such a cool concept because
silent parties are fun.
Right? You get to turn up your music as loud as you want to with your own individual headphones, and you kind of your own hype man.
But the best part of the silent party.
What is it?
Is when you take off your headphones and you hear silence and you just hear everybody else singing to their, on their respective stations that they have in their headphones.
And there's actually going to be 3 different DJs at the silent party. We have DJ Silent Killer, DJ Tunes, DJ Onu, and so you get to tune in to one of the 3 stations, whether it be Afrobeats, whether it be, your ratchet trap, if that's what you want to listen to, and then there's probably going to be an alternative station as well. Saturday, we are kind of actually we're just collaborating with the event. The event is not actually ours, so to speak, but it's going to be the Essence of Africa fashion show at the Grand White Houston. So it's technically supposed to be a secret location. I don't know how much information we could give out, but if you log onto our website, you can definitely find out more.
Yeah, let's keep it safe about doing that. We don't want nobody in trouble over here.
And Sunday, the biggest day of them all, the Kotoko fashion show.
Yeah.
Last year we had Saronis Jackson from Insecure actually host it, and it was phenomenal. Everybody was out there dressed to impress. I believe Mayor Ivy Taylor even made a stop, and it was great. It was such an awesome way to end the weekend. So I'm excited.
It's always a great time. Always a great time. And what is so exciting about this year is how the African culture has bled on over here to the States, and it's all the rage right now. I mean, when it comes to
Lion King, Wakanda just came out.
Not only that, but the dancing,
absolutely,
all of the dancing that comes over. Artists that are up on the rise.
Beyonce.
You had Beyonce put
Burna
out
Boy,
this.
Wizkid, Davido, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, Beyonce released that The Lion King, The Gift album, trying to bridge that that Black American to African American. I don't even know why we are hyphenated, but Black Americans to Africans to our roots, trying to bridge that together, because
Africans across the globe.
The Pan-Africanism. I think that is so important because for whatever reason, this government does not want immigrants from Africa to or to associate with Black Americans. So don't get with them, they're this, that, and the third. And I also understand that that is some kind of the philosophy in certain countries. Like they say to them, versa. They're the bottom, like we're better. But what I've learned is that those are the ignorant folks. The ones that know that the Black American is the strongest that the planet has to offer because of the descendants that we came from who made it all the way over here. And so just it's really, really fascinating. I wish that we could put together some sort of conference or just have a panel to have that dialogue to get us. Yeah,
that would make us even stronger.
Oh, and they would not like that. I mean, they already trying to keep us
right.
Yeah, they're already trying to keep us apart. So, this is definitely our time. I feel, and I feel as if the countries of Africa that are here in the States, especially here in Houston, man, stand up, represent. Give us.
Come to African Fashion Week.
Matter of fact,
be there from October 21st through the 27th. Every day you can get a part of Africa on every day. I'm telling you. So just be in the place. Get your tickets at www.afwhouston.com and be in the place. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. It's always great, and I'm sure each year it's gotten bigger.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
It
that's
gets
probably
bigger
what
and
I'm
better,
most
yeah.
excited about, to see the evolution and to see, like, because all of our years have been great. So it's like, okay, how much greater can we get? Let's see. Let's show up. We actually also have a raffle contest going on via social media. So if
Okay.
you already got your African inspired garb, go ahead and post it on Insta, on Twitter, on Facebook, using the hashtag AFW 2019 OOTD. So outfit of the day. And then, of course, tag us in whatever platform you're using, African Fashion Week Houston.
Indeed. Hey, I want to thank y'all for coming on. I can't wait to see all of y'all this week as we tear up Houston
Yes.
with all of this great Africanness and all of the fashions and everything.
All this culture.
All this culture.
Like
There we
a
go.
little culture.
All this culture. All right. So shout out to anybody. Y'all need to shout out any sponsors. Say, what's up to anybody real quick. Before we
Come on, sponsor pub.
wrap it up. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, this is Paula representing Wazobia African Market. We're going to be out there on Sunday presenting and showcasing the different African meals. So if you want some jollof rice, some fried rice, and some other awesome, delicious meal, you need to be there Sunday. So we'll be there all day Sunday, and we can't wait to see each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. T,
Sounds good.
Cameron, Whit.
Yeah.
Man, Elisa, thank and all of y'all.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
y'all.
Let me shout out the Glam Squad. We the behind the scenes.
Behind the
Yeah.
scenes. Yeah.
We do it all.
Right.
It's wherever we need to help. That's what we
That's what
are.
y'all do.
So
Yes.
yes.
So we're going to see y'all out
the
here.
work they've done and the models for the campaign.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
Yo.
Tribal face paint.
Really?
hair.
The hair.
Where people can go to the IG and see all of that. So
Check
go
it
to their
out.
Instagram. I appreciate you all coming on. Can't wait to see all of the stuff that you all have in store for African Fashion Week. So thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston. It's Houston. It's Houston. It's Houston.